Hello and welcome back to Ape Escape with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Poogie. So, yes, we are still in the Lost World because it's a huge level. And indeed, the next few levels are going to be huge as well in Ape Escape 2 because we are starting to get towards the end of the, regular game. True, there was a one I actually skipped, but I will include it a bit later. So yeah, when I got the propeller. But for now, I am just going to aim at the banana rang and send it out. And indeed, bring in our next monkey. Absolutely, I don't know if the smell will get to him or not. Because, as I've mentioned, the aiming system is absolute crap. Seriously. And apparently the physics are being a bit crap as well. Yeah, seriously, he's just hovering his Jimmy right above that dinosaur. Well, anyway, the monkey's come out at least. He's gone for a bit of a swim. Or at least it looks like he is. Oh, no, he's more, dare I say, happy with throwing stones. Seriously, that is a thing. Okay, did he go in the water? Yes, he did. Okay, that makes it a bit easier with the aquanet. Do I want to go through the waterfall? I don't know, actually. Because I want to go back to the area with the pterodactyls, if you'll remember. Because, as I mentioned towards the end of the last episode, that one was a real pain in the ass to get through. I am not kidding there, it was. So... Dash out? Maybe. Oh, there's another piggy there. So go clackle yourself. Stop hurting young boys. Okay, that just sounds wrong. I'll just shut up about that. Certainly, I mean, given who voices Jimmy in the American version, I couldn't say would be more than Homer. No. You are not a member of The Simpsons. Though there may well be a Simpsons joke in there. Anyway, that being said, I went over this dinosaur last time, if you'll remember, so I'm just going back the way I came, so that's no good. Also in the water is a nice homage to Super Mario 64 with this dinosaur, which is pretty much like Dory. Seriously, you can even hit its back just like with Dory, and you will be able to go upwards somewhat. The physics don't exactly work as well as Super Mario 64, but yeah, if you're able to time it, which I can't because I'm a fucking idiot, if you're able to time the jump, then you will be able to land on top of the platform where that monkey is and do it that way. So I'm going to try and wait till Dory's ancient ancestor makes it over to the other end and then pretty much get up that way, if that makes any sense. I know it might not do, but that's just the way the physics work in this game. So much so, I'm having to wait again. Yeah, seriously. There is an area, actually, I think, with a T-Rex. But it's not in this level, it's the one I skipped, so... Oh boy. Well, never mind, we'll carry on anyway. So that being said, yeah. Okay, now I'm completely off, and the camera is not doing me any favors. Thankfully, I'm still near the Dory ancestor, so at least that's something, but seriously, this is why I hate this level. Aside from the thing, from the bit with the pterodactyls, yeah, this bit is really annoying. Seriously, the fact that I'm having to do this works better. This game was announced in 2002, so Super Mario 64 came out in 1996, right? So that would be about then 6 years, I would say, at least. But yeah, 6 years between this game and dare I even say it, and Super Mario 64, and yet the physics were handled much better on Super Mario 64, which is not something I like to say because I do not like the wall jumping in Super Mario 64, but that's not something that our good friend Jimmy here needs to do, really. At the moment, anyway. But anyway, that being said, monkey there, He will throw bombs as he shakes it to the beat. He doesn't seem to like going for a swim though. Oh boy. And without Pipocci, this is going to be a pain in the ass. Seriously. If this guy even tries to kill me, then I am going to have to skip this. Finally, no, I did not. Okay, Grant. Okay. Behind the waterfall, that will take us, I think, back to the area with the pterodactyls. I'm not sure, actually. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah. And this is the area with the boulder. So we've already been through here. So I do not need to go this way. Skip to the area with the pterodactyls. This time, seemingly near the entrance where you will find it easier to jump onto their platforms. Again, the thing about the pterodactyls, I don't know if I mentioned this in the last episode, is that they're incredibly slow. Now, that's not a bad thing from this point, but if you were going from where you got the monkey, the missile monkey that was near that satellite dish, then, oh boy, that would have been a pain in the ass, yes. Although, having said that, I don't think that there's much out here, really, with the pterodactyls, but this is the other way you can get to the satellite dish. So yeah, but the last of the 3 pterodactyls is the hardest of which to do. And unlike with Ratchet and Clank, you do not have the swing shot. Yeah, this would have been a lot easier, like with Ratchet and Clank, if you did have the swing shot, but whatever. We'll go down here and land on the platform, absolutely. Is there anything out there? Just another waterfall. So yeah, I believe I did. I'm not sure if I got the pterodactyl that was carrying a monkey. There it is there, the pterodactyl in the distance. Now, I do not know if there's a monkey near there. If there isn't, then I must have got the monkey. But unfortunately, Jimmy does not want to grab that ledge. Then I'm just going to go to the tree trunks and get a monkey there because, of course, I did mention that this area does actually have, I was wrong. This area does actually have a T-Rex. Seriously. And what you have to do is basically capture the monkeys while you are avoiding the T-Rex. Seemingly similar to Ape Escape 1, actually, to be fair. So I'm going to use the dash hoop, because one of them is really fast, so I may have a better chance of getting one of the other monkeys that are a bit slower. We'll see. Especially since, unlike Ape Escape 1, as I mentioned, the dash hoop can actually stun monkeys. Well, there we go. And appropriately, that monkey's called Lunch. Is he going to become food for that T-Rex? I don't know. Anyway, on to the final member of the Freaky Monkey 5, namely Red Monkey. Oh boy, is he the most butch of the lot.
You're late. I'm Red, the leader of the Freaky 5, and nobody makes me wait.
Ah, it's you! Give Pipocci back!
You'll have to fight me first! If you can beat me, you can have your Pipocci. We've already transferred the data into the lethargy laser, so we couldn't care less about that pesky Potsy anyway!
You serious?
You bet I am. But since I'm the leader, I'm super strong. I can't wait to blast you with my attacks of fury. Ooh, I'm burning up thinking about it. Nothing you can do is gonna put this fire out, pal. Yes! Are you ready for this?
To hand it to Jonathan Keeble here, who also plays the Professor. Seriously, I would not have thought this was the same guy who played the Professor. Seriously, especially since he goes to the Vinnie Jones impression or something. Anyway, as for Red Monkey, what he will do is do a spin attack and then launch one of the T-Rexes into the ring. Seriously. I am not kidding. He also has a ground pound, which does stun him if you're able to avoid it and everything. Seriously. And well, at least I will say this. He also has a dash move, which you can easily avoid, just so long as you see it coming, if you know what I mean. If you try and attack it directly, though, yeah, Red Monkey does not like that. Seriously. You can, however, hit him after he's done his spin attack or something. Now, in Ape Escape 3, it's the Spin of Doom. But enough of that. And that's another thing with Red Monkey. It's acting the same way in Ape Escape 2, although it's a bit less of a wrestler in that game, more of, how can I put this, some sort of kung fu warrior or something. Yeah, seriously, more on that when I do Ape Escape 3. Anyway, that being said, let's go to the corner here and double jump here. Yeah, the propeller is very useful when he throws the T-Rexes in the thing. And then is his fire dash, which he will charge across the ring with the thing, leaving a trail of flames behind him. So yeah. Well, yeah, seriously. I do actually like Red Monkey's voice, in both versions actually. And I've only ever played the European version, I've just seen cutscenes of it on YouTube and whatnot. So yeah, that's why I got most of the stuff about the American version. And seemingly, in the absence of Pipochi, the game does offer you a few cookies and everything. So at least that's something. No, he will still guard even though he's tied out from the thing. Okay, maybe he does have a bit of flatulence, seriously. I don't know what you ate there, Red, but don't share it with me, man. Seriously. And finally he goes down. And we actually capture him all automatically.
Huh? Pipochi! Are you hurt? Oh, thank goodness you're okay.
This is no time for celebration, young Hikaru. It seems that Spectre kidnapped Pipochi in order to get the data on humans needed to finish this lethargy laser. Now that they've input the data, it won't be long before they fire the laser. You must hurry.
Yes! Top banana?